Hi, Gemini. Thanks for coming back for your 2022 general forecast for what can be expected, what the energies are going to be for the year 2020 for you. I'm going to try to make this as general as possible. Kind of get some feel of the little bit of the past energy that's influencing some of this, and move from there. The first house, what people see and the impression you give. Also, the past energy is Scorpio. Intense energy, masterful, thoughtful, magnetically charming, secretive, and possessive. What do we got going with the Akashic Tarot here? I am posting these New Year's Day. So I am right in the energy. We have Jupiter moving into Pisces, which is a comfortable place for Jupiter to be. That's indicative of luck, good fortune. All right, the light of the world. So be mindful in the month of, the year of 2022, of the messages of Spirit trying to get your attention. You could find yourself, Gemini, being distracted and not paying attention to the messages that Spirit's trying to give you. We also have the Archangel Michael as past influence. So you've been divinely supported by Michael, the sword of God, the warrior of God. Now, let me get some insight from the tarot. I'm feeling very solemn in this reading, which tells me, maybe Gemini, you aren't having the same energy in this year. Something's maybe got you down. This is going to be a rebuilding year, I feel like, but let's wait and see what the deck says. Knight of Cups in reverse, Four of Cups in reverse, Chariot in reverse, Ten of Cups in reverse, Three of Swords, Knight of Pentacles in reverse, Queen of Swords, the Moon, Three of Cups, Eight of Cups in reverse, Death in reverse, and the Fool. Now, the bottom of the deck, we have Judgment in reverse. So in the past here, you may have felt vulnerable, weak. Some situation made you feel vulnerable and weak. Maybe your legacy was you were worried about your legacy, and messages weren't coming in fast enough for you. You felt like, why is this happening to me? However, you are manifesting something in this past. You are not giving attention to a difficult truth. You're not even giving it any recognition. It is something that's giving you a lot of anxiety and keeping you up at night. But you're not allowing yourself to succumb to this. Lots of love coming in, new connections to love. You're not holding back anything, right? In the past position, whatever this thing was that occurred, you weren't holding anything back. But you did start to concentrate on all the things that you missed out on and that you didn't get a chance to do. And I do feel like you are putting a little more emphasis on what you do have control of to do moving forward. This is something that forced you to kind of take a respite. And you do have this Two of Cups partnership, commitment energy coming through. Like a renewed partnership. I see that with the Judgment in reverse in this Two of Cups. I also feel like you don't want this partnership to be resurrected the same way it was before. You want this, but you want it to look a completely different way. You want to renew this, taking all the things that you learned from the mistakes that were made before and creating a newness from it. All right. In January, we have the Knight of Cups in reverse. So there's opportunities you're waiting, but the timeliness of it feels like it's just taking too long. You know, opportunities are being offered to you, but it's like it's on somebody else's timeline. What do we have for Gemini in that case? Spirit, what do you want Gemini to know for January? What are we waiting on? Four of Cups in reverse. Now you've got that in January and it spills on over into February as well. It's like you're waiting for your creator, your source, the universe, to shift things into your favor. You're waiting for this aha conclusion. Six of Wands in reverse and the Hangman in reverse. Gemini, I feel like with your air energy, you're a person who is a giving, loving, compassionate person. But I don't feel like in January you're feeling the recognition of that. Like you don't feel like it's being acknowledged, and it's really putting you in a headspace where you're shifting your perspective on what's really important to you, on who you want to take the time with and who you don't. Like who is a priority, what is a priority, and what isn't. Like the way other people are responding to you in January. Who's been there for me? Who hasn't been there for me? Who really acts like they give a shit about me? Who acts like they couldn't be bothered? You're reconciling yourself with that. And I don't feel like it's out of anger. I just feel like it's out of self-preservation. Conserving your energy. Because something really knocked you on your ass in 2021. And it's taking all of your reserves to keep yourself stable, grounded. So in February, we have this Four of Cups in reverse again, which is just a lot of the same. What is my priority and what isn't? Who am I going to spend the extra energy on and who I am not? What deserves my time and what doesn't? The Ace of Swords. You're gaining clarity and truth on a situation, a new beginning of something. Something that starts fresh in February is giving you renewed sense of knowing. The Eight of Cups in reverse. You might have felt like you possibly would have to walk away from something you love, but I feel like this clarity, this truth, is giving you a renewed sense of comfort, knowing that you're not going to have to walk away from that situation. And then the Seven of Pentacles in reverse. In the upright, this indicates waiting on the seeds that you've planted. And you know what? You're not waiting anymore. The time is now. There's no more putting off tomorrow what can be done today. All right. For March, we have the Chariot in reverse. This can kind of be stuck energy. Feeling stuck. Feeling like you're kind of in purgatory. Just waiting. Waiting for the outcome of a situation. This could be a medical situation. This can also be a spiritual situation. Ten of Pentacles. So for March, the Ten of Pentacles and this stuck feeling of the Chariot in reverse can be surrounding long-term gains. This can be ancestral wealth or inheritance. It can also indicate things that you've acquired over time. Three of Cups. You're not really focusing so heavily on this because your support system, see the three sisters? My sister's a Gemini, and there's three of us. So I always think of us when I see this card. You've got a lot of support and love surrounding you. This is your circle, your tribe. And they're there to help carry a burden. You know, this could be something that you feel like you've been carrying on your own, but that Three of Cups is showing that you're not alone in this. And they're helping carry the... I'm getting emotional. I'm sorry. They're there to help carry that burden with you, and you don't have to do this alone. All right. Month of April, we have the Ten of Cups in reverse. So, feels like something is getting in the way of your feeling of fulfillment. You're feeling a lack of fulfillment in some area of your life. It could be love or family. What's going on for April for Gemini? All right. April for Gemini. Page of Pentacles in reverse. Ten of Swords. Yeah. And the Four of Pentacles in reverse. Let me get some indication at the bottom of the deck here. All right. You're trying to have patience with the situation and try to assess the damage of something that's occurred. You've put in a lot of work. But it seems like with the Two of Cups in reverse, you're having a hard time coming together with someone. They're not really having a whole lot of gratitude. And they're not really budging on a situation. But in April, you're dealing with a Page of Pentacles. This can be a young, immature, naive energy. Could be dealing with a young male or a young individual who is not very responsible with their time, their energy, or their resources. And this is really creating a lot of pain, a lot of hurt, feeling of betrayal. And, you know, Gemini, you're just deciding to... You're having a hard time keeping it together, keeping things together. It's getting in the way of you being able to manage your time, your energy, and your resources. It's creating a situation where you're having a hard time holding your shit close to your chest. This is problematic for you in April. What's the best advice for Gemini in regards to this situation in April? What's the best advice for Gemini with this Ten of Cups in reverse? Spirit, what should Gemini do about this? What is the best advice? You're being called to make a choice, a decision. And because it's the Two of Wands, you are building up, you're finding a place of fire energy, determined. This isn't a choice that you're making second guessing yourself. You're determined and you're fiery. You are telling, you know that the world is at stake for you. So you're making a choice. You're going to be called to make a choice. that is going to help conserve yourself. The wish fulfillment here. You know, the decision that you make is going to determine your happiness. And I feel like the first part of this year, you know, that you're not interested in wasting on any more of your time on things that are not creating joy, abundance, and happiness in your life. And you have the Six of Pentacles. Finding balance. You know, you see these two people. Somebody's getting something and the other people aren't getting anything. And it's starting to like fire in your head. Hey, I've been giving all of my time, energy, and resources to one person, and other people are going without because the emphasis has been on this other person and there hasn't been any balance going on here. So you're being called to reconsider and look at things a little bit differently. And let's take a look at what we have for May. Now, in all the readings I've had, it seems like May is a catalyst for change. And what we have here is the Three of Swords. Now, the Three of Swords can be heartache. When I see the Three of Swords, it's like a difficult truth that has to occur so that you can move on to your highest good. It's like through our biggest pain comes our biggest growth. Now, the Three of Swords can be a three-party situation. It can be a third person involved in your relationship. It can be a child interfering with you and your other children. It can be a child interfering with your spouse. It can be a spouse interfering with your children. It can be drugs, alcohol. It can be too much time at work, or it can be the loss of some sort of benefit that creates any type of hardship in your life. Let's get some confirmation on this for May. Part of me wants to say that you find out a young person has an issue of addiction. And you're having to stick to your guns. You're having to have a come to Jesus discussion. And, you know, it creates a situation where you have to stick to your guns for the best of this person. 3 cards fell out. The Knight of Wands. This is a fiery opportunity. An opportunity is coming in for you to move forward with passion, creativity, and knowledge. Also, we have the Four of Swords, which is telling you to take a break, take a rest, and you have the Strength card. So there's a lot of fire energy here. Sagittarius, Leo, Aries, a lot of this fiery energy. Gemini, you may have fire in your chart. It could be that you are relying on a fire sign to help strengthen you, to push you through this. You do have a lot of fucking support going on here. So even though it could be a heartbreaking situation for you, in May, Gemini, you've got this. You're going to find yourself becoming a real warrior. I want to call it fuck around and find out energy. Like, oh, you want to push me. You want to take advantage of me. You want to try to manipulate me. Or you've got this issue and you think that you're going to just take advantage of me. Hold that thought. Hold that thought. Because Gemini's not messing around. Gemini's saying things the way they need to be said. Gemini's cutting it off right there. Gemini isn't having it in May. So in June, we have the Knight of Pentacles in reverse. This is a slow-moving knight. You may be waiting on something to come through for you. The conclusion of something regarding tangible things in your life, finances, or an opportunity for work, or waiting on if you've got some coverage on medical bills or something along that line. You're just waiting for the confirmation. And Chariot says, we're moving on past this. Chariot is the champion card. It's the success card. It's the you've succeeded. And justice. Things are starting to finally balance out. The justice is a truth being exposed. Justice is the balancing of the scales of karma. And you have the Hermit. You're taking some time, well-needed time, Gemini, on yourself to really kind of sit in your own spirit and be guided by your own spiritual light. You're relying on your own higher knowledge. You could be getting in touch with your own spirit in ways of researching spirituality, just really getting in touch with who you are and what makes you tick. I think that's a powerful month for you in June. Well, that's your month, isn't it? All right, what do we have for July? The Queen of Swords. So July is going to be focused, determined. The Queen of Swords is very penetrating. Queen of Swords holds the sword of truth. She is delivering information. She is demanding things be dealt with. It's also air energy, so you could be dealing with a Libra or any other air sign. What more confirmation can we get? Oh, 3 cards just flopped out. What are these? 8 of Pentacles. Your hard work is paying off, Gemini. You have the 9 of Wands. You're finally able to heal. You're healing from the battle. You're beginning to assess the damage and healing from it. And Temperance. You've had patience all this time. Temperance is also, the healing of emotions and balancing of emotions. Things are starting to, beginning to see the end of the tunnel. In August, you have the Moon. The Moon's a very emotional card. And you could find yourself, Gemini, where after all this stuff going on in 2022 in the beginning, once you hit August and things are starting to finally feel like they're evening out for you, where you just release and let go. And you're finally just like, okay, now that I'm not on high alert, now that I'm not like in the panic of things, I can sit in my emotion and reflect on what the hell just happened to me. The Moon is also very intuitive. It's Pisces. You may be spending a lot of time with a Pisces in your life. You have the wolf and the dog. So ferociousness against loyalty. It's like you're in the middle of 2 worlds here. You have the Judgment card. Your calling. I feel like some of you are starting to finally find your purpose. Some of you are resurrecting emotions from the past. You have the Page of Swords in reverse. In the upright, it can be a naive, full-hearted, haphazard type of younger individual. But I feel like there's a renewed sense of responsibility from a younger person. A page is a messenger. You may be finding that this younger person in the past who acted irresponsibly is moving forward with a renewed sense of responsibility. And the Two of Swords, coming to terms with a difficult truth about a person, a place, or a situation. You've taken the blindfold off and you're able to see things with clarity. All right. So seems like July and August are very a time for internalizing and coming to grips with who you are, your relationships, and what makes you tick, and finally just being able to see, take inventory of your healing. And I feel like this situation hasn't just been incredibly healing for you, but for your relationships with other people. It's forced other people and yourself out of your comfort zone so that you and they can see exactly what they stand to lose. September. The sisters, the Three of Cups. It's a time for celebration. It's a time for people to come together, to rejoice. We see that there's a pumpkin on the ground. The harvest is coming. Wonderful card for September. We have the Ace of Wands in reverse, Six of Swords in reverse, and the Seven of Cups. The bottom of the card, the Two of Pentacles. Things are finally coming into balance for you. You're starting to feel a little more grounded than you have the rest of the year. So with the Ace of Wands in reverse, you don't have to start fresh. You don't have to. The Ace of Wands upright is a new beginning that is very passionate and creative, and you're not interested in trying anything else new. You just kind of want to sit and enjoy where you are in the joy of being. With the Six of Swords in reverse, there could have been a lot of anxiety about having to move away from something, or something coming to an end and moving on. And you may find that you're trying to reconcile in your mind between some of the old patterns coming back and starting to begin new patterns in your life. Recognizing old patterns that created the same old type of situations that kept revealing themselves to you over and over again throughout your life. And you're not really interested in continuing those old mindsets, those old timeline ways of thinking. Some traditions are not worth passing on. Because with the Seven of Cups, you have all sorts of beautiful opportunities to move forward in love. You can choose to move in love in the old patterns, the old traditional ways, but I think you're starting new traditions. You're getting rid of things that didn't serve you, and you're starting new traditions that will. Now, in the month of October, we have the Eight of Cups in reverse. Upright, the Eight of Cups is your cups are empty. There's unfulfilled love, and you're moving away from it and moving on to something else. But you got it in the reverse position. So this means there's opportunities for your love, your family love, your love of passion, your love of life to be renewed. And there's no moving forward from that. You are going to be finding new ways to renew and rekindle relationships in your life. I just feel like your life has got a renewed sense of purpose. Something you thought you may have to move away from, you're finding that you don't have to. The Knight of Swords in reverse. Empress in reverse. The Five of Cups. And what fell out of the deck was the Seven of Wands. Underneath the deck, there may be something from 2021 that gave you a hell of a lot of anxiety and made you feel disempowered. This is something that you didn't feel like it was in your power to change. Like, I'm just doomed to continue doing this. This is just the way it is, and this is just the way it's going to have to be, and I'm just going to have to deal with it. But I think in October, Gemini, I don't know what's going on with you, but there's a renewed spunkiness in you. I almost lost it all, and nothing's getting in my way again. Like, I swallowed so much garbage trying to make peace with things that I'm no longer doing that because it's making me sick. And I am about creating joy in my life. So the Empress in reverse, you're releasing things that didn't empower you. You're releasing things that made you feel like you weren't the owner of your own existence. With the Five of Cups, you may find yourself mourning over things that you didn't stand up for. Grieving lost opportunities. But with the Seven of Wands here, you're standing above the rest. You're standing in your strength and your power. You're no longer kneeling. You're standing up now with this Seven of Wands. You're taking charge. You're leading the pack. You're standing above the rest. You are in a position to defend your position. The tables have turned. November, we have the Death in reverse. Upright, it means that the end of something has to occur for something else to be birthed. The Death card is a transformation card. But in the Death in reverse, I feel like you're in the chrysalis stage. You know how a butterfly goes into the cocoon and that's that chrysalis stage right before it emerges. You are in the middle of the transformation stage. Something hasn't quite come to an end. Like, something isn't completely ending. You're just in the moment of transformation. What do we have for Gemini in regards to November? Knight of Pentacles. Opportunity coming in regarding time, energy, and resources. The things that are important to you. The Five of Swords. You've overcome. You overcome. And other people may not like your attitude after you have won this battle, because you're taking your spoils of war because you deserve it. You fought the good fight, and you deserve to be able to come away with truth and your own personal truth about this battle that you've gone through. We have the Fool in reverse, where you're unsure about moving forward. You're unsure, but you've got this Three of Wands where you're looking out into the distance, watching your ships come in and making a decision of, you're kind of asking yourself, what else is possible? By the time December runs around, Gemini, you come in with the Fool card upright. This is this new beginning. This is a fresh start. This is this youthful, full of life energy, devil may care, walking off the cliff because you have full confidence that the universe is going to catch you. Like, hey, I didn't succumb to all this other shit that's happened to me throughout the year, I feel like I can take a leap of faith. I know I'm supported by my ancestors and my spirit guides in the universe, and I have a creator who loves me, and I'm moving forward because I know I'm supported. Whew. Lord, Gemini, don't get me started. Let's get some confirmation on this. Oh, it just fills me with joy. This is a story now. Page of Wands, Tower, and the Queen of Wands. All right. Oh, underneath the deck, the Ten of Cups. That's the happiness fulfillment card. So I feel really good about this tower, okay? Usually towers, people are like, oh, it's a tower moment. But this tower is a good indicator. You've got the Page of Wands in reverse. So there could have been a prolonged, you're waiting on a message that's going to move you forward. And then you have this tower and this Queen of Wands. That's confirming the Fool, this new beginning energy. So, you know, something has to crumble, something has to fall. This could be the falling or crumbling of something that made you feel like you were stuck in a prison. You know, the tower is the tower, a prison tower. It's crumbling to the ground. So the things that made you feel captive to your circumstances in life are falling, they're crumbling. And you have this Queen of Wands, who is this fiery, passionate, loving, advising energy. This could be a teacher. This could be a feminine in your life that's a fire sign, who's coming in to support you. And to have that 10 of Cups at the bottom, that's the underlying energy of this. Fantastic. All right. Can I have some overall advice for Gemini in the year 2022? I'm not going to use that deck. I'm going to use the Akashic Tarot deck. Overall advice for Gemini in the year 2022. Overall, this is a good reading. You're finding your strength. This is like a rebuilding year. Wishes fulfilled. There's a feast. Everything you could possibly want. The 5 of Keys. The number 5 could be important for you. Wishes fulfilled. Fantastic, Gemini. You also have on track. Just keep going. You're moving in the right direction. The trains come in. It starts to move on your journey. And the journey. We see like a Mediterranean scene here. Ships coming in and out of the harbor. There's a lot of busyness. Seems like a lot of chaos going on. But there's purpose behind every single one of the journeys that these ships take. And everybody in this picture has a purpose. And you're finding yours on this journey. This is a promising year for you. It's the rebuilding year for you, Gemini. I am very optimistic for you. I feel like there's going to be so much growth. I wish you a wonderful 2022. Doesn't look like I have to wish you too much because things are turning up wonderful for you. And I will see you for your January reading.